Good evening. My name is Dr. Anthony Hillebrand. I am a physical therapist in Indianapolis, Indiana. So we are going to do another product review. So one of the biggest viewed videos on my channel so far has been a video on a sanitizer that didn't show great results. But I had a company contact me about their new sanitizer that's meant for personal use, very portable. It's called Phone Pure by Mili. And it's a storage case slash sanitizing case for your phone, or basically whatever you can fit in there. So this is the product. When you get it, it'll come with basically the pouch that does the sanitizing, and this uses UVC to sanitize. Comes with a little instruction booklet, very handy the first time you get it. Otherwise you'll kind of look at this and where's the on button? It tells you in the instruction manual. So the way this works is you can run it a couple of different ways. You can plug it into the outlet, with a regular USB charger. You can plug it into a battery pack and then put the battery pack in the little pouch. That would be my recommendation because that'd be the easiest. Because now finding battery packs for pretty cheap, including from the company that sells this product, you can do that now and get a decent one. And you're supposed to get a couple hundred uses out of a standard battery pack using this. So it's supposed to take 5 minutes. So while I talk through the other stuff, I have another one set up. We'll put my phone in there to prove that my phone will not break. And then we'll start it. Now, I have a battery pack, just standard battery pack, already plugged into this. So the way you know it turns on, because ultraviolet light can hurt your eyes, is when it's not on. This is basically the inside, real space-like. So when you zip it up, there will be a little beep. Now this is supposed to run for 5 minutes and sanitize the phone. So we'll set that off to the side, give it about 5 minutes and see what happens. So, and we were at about the 3-minute mark, so about the 8-minute mark. So, does this thing actually exist? That's the first thing. Because you see lots of products and then you go to try to find them and it's like, there's no website. Where do I find this? Or you kind of find a sketchy website, something like that. So this particular one, open up Chrome here. So it does have a website. Let me get me out of the middle, because while I do like to be the center of attention at times, not right now. I'm getting smaller. Okay, so this is the website, and sure enough, there it is. And they only have 95 units left. And then battery packs, like I said, you can find battery packs pretty easily. So this website is Mili-shop.com. And you can see a couple of different products that they sell. So if I come over here and scroll up, you kind of see the different types of products, power banks, charger, things you can look at. And they have some pretty cool other stuff on here. But we're going to focus on this, the Phone Pure. So, sells for about 25 bucks, but you can get this lovely $5 off coupon. So it brings you down to about 20 bucks, which, if it worked, that's really not a bad price, because the other sanitizer I reviewed was quite a bit more expensive. So even if you just need a decent case, these are a decent case. So And it goes through the typical things, shipping, all that fun stuff, some pictures. I've got a better print off for this stuff. Runs through how to use it, and then, some general guidelines, and then warranty. So it'll cover, if this stops working, but if you drop it in the toilet, something like that, it doesn't cover it, but nobody does. So if we pull up the PDF, and there we are, and make it bigger. Okay, so this runs through more detail. I'm not going to bore you and read all this off because honestly, y'all can read or kind of get the general idea. It gives you examples where you might use it. It gives you the different bacteria that it can kill off. Real big one, particularly related to, if you set your phone down in a public bathroom, this one I'd be really worried about, would be your E. coli. Which is not a good deal. So they talk about efficiency and why they pick the particular wavelength they picked, based on how efficient it is about killing the bacteria, without creating, a byproduct of the energy released. Because sometimes with some of these disinfectors, they produce so much energy that they start to break down materials, and then you get that weird smell. So we'll test this to make sure that it doesn't have a smell to it, but I've used it so far a couple of times and never had anything. If you're wondering how UV does this, it basically disrupts the DNA, so the bacteria virus dies off because their DNA is no longer intact, so they can't pass it on, they can't reproduce, they can't survive basic functions. So the nice part about this is it does every side. With the reflective inside, it allows you to get, multiple angles on your devices so that you can get them disinfected. This is just more basic, put together. Comparing this to others, you can see the review I did on the other disinfector. The nicest thing about this is that it's very portable. And there's the beep. So, which is about 5 minutes. Almost on the button. So smell-wise, it's still working. So, no damage to the phone. No weird smell afterwards. Didn't heat up. So all that was nice. So, nice part that I've found with the double pockets is if this was something you wanted to take separately, you don't necessarily have to take your billfold. You can carry a couple of cards in there and just go about your day. And I don't think it's too man-pursy. Maybe not. So, applications. They have headsets, makeup tools, phone, of course, jewelry. Mask. That one I might be a little... It's just an angle thing. If you could truly get into all of the spots you need to get into, theoretically a flat, basic mask, it wouldn't be, a horrible thing, but some of the more curved masks or masks with more folds, I don't think it'd work as well. Better than nothing, because a lot of those masks you can't spray down with anything, you'll ruin the mask. And with the frequency at which people use masks, for the duration that they use them, it wouldn't hurt to try. I just don't know if it'd be as successful as some of the other things. And then, of course, the operation. which is in this handy dandy manual you get with it, but just that extra little bit reinforce it, bigger pictures. Mobility wise, like I said, I mean, this is easy to get along. It fits in a bag, fits in a purse. Maybe if you had cargo shorts, it'd fit in your shorts. If they were baggy enough, I guess. But it's not going to be a big thing that, takes up a large amount. Now, they have two options. So you can do a power bank, or you can do a without a power bank, and then just plug it into a USB adapter. Some specifications, size. So if I convert that, it's roughly 4 inches by 1 inch by 7 inches. Give or take, about 7 inches. Gives you your wattage, your output, all of that, and then what the purpose is. The end. So, is this a product that I'm going to use? Yeah. I definitely don't think it's going to hurt anything. And as far as the, for sanitizing my phone, since I work in healthcare, then that's not a bad feature to have on something, especially when it works. Would I give this as a gift? Probably would. Because, people are always looking for something small and portable to sanitize things on a regular basis. That being said, it'll sanitize it when you pull it out. If you set it back on the ground, back on, the sink in the bathroom, anything like that, you touch a bunch of stuff, you touch your phone, germs are going to go back on there. So there's not a carryover effect. But there's not going to be with this type of setup. You need a chemical-based setup, most likely, to do something like that. But then you're dealing with too much. Wash your hands at the end of the day. That makes this, or anything like this, much more effective if you wash your hands. So, that's that. I'm going to grow. Maybe. Getting bigger. So, at the end of the day, do I think this is worth $20? Most certainly. Do I think that this is a good gift? I think most people would thank you if you got this gift. It's an easy gift, too. It's $20. People are like, ooh, that's a good idea. So, as far as that goes, this is a great thing. So, as far as testing, they did send me, and rather than board people with all the study results, I can make those available if people want them, as soon as I figure out how to really post them. But they sent me a third-party independent reviewer, tested their device, and showed that their wavelength and their setup would do exactly what they say. Kill 99.9% of bacteria and viruses. So, do I think it works? I think it does. Will I use it? I already am. Do I recommend people going out? Do your research. And if you find something better, hey, let me know. But I've looked quite a bit, and I've found very few things that are this portable, that are self-contained. The issue with the UV lamps can be that you can point those in any direction. So there's a safety issue if somebody's goofing around. But they were completely transparent and upfront with what they were doing as far as their testing to prove that this worked. So I'm willing to go with it. If you have any questions, throw a comment below. Once again, I'm Dr. Anthony Hillebrand. And I will catch you later. Thank you.